Patriots are one of 3 teams since 2000 to play in both the wild card and divisional round and allow fewer than 20 points and 500 yards over those 2 games combined. They joined the 2006 Colts and the 2000 Ravens. That was a heck of a defense, who both went on to win the Super Bowl. Here is the Patriots-Broncos playoff history. You might notice a trend there. The home team won all 5 of the previous meetings. 4 of those were in Denver. Does that say that it is difficult to play in Denver? Interestingly, Drake Maye has never played at altitude. Here are Maye and Jarrett.
Yeah, no, I haven't thrown at altitude before. I've never really been to Colorado or to a place with altitude that I've thrown a football at, but I think there is some adjustment to it. I think, feeling out in warm-ups and seeing how what the deep ball is like, or kind of what the altitude does. I think the biggest thing is just for us, just kind of fatigue-wise. I think we'll try to get a feel for it in warm-ups, and I know it's a little different, but I know a lot of teams play out there all the time, so we'll have an adjustment. And just for me, just feeling out in warm-ups, maybe throw a few extra deep ones, see how it is, and I think it'll be pretty cool. Get a few extra yards on a deep ball. You can always use that.
Yeah, look, I think look, at the end of the day, obviously I'm very appreciative of New England for giving me a shot in this league, drafting me. Obviously, Bill's not there anymore, but I know there's still front office guys there that were there when I was there. Nick Caserio is down in Houston now, the GM. He was a big part of that too. Josh McDaniels, who obviously was my play caller. I mean, I've only had 2 play callers in my life, Sean and Josh. So super appreciative of them for sure. But really just fired up for the opportunity for these guys in this locker room. And, we're looking forward to Sunday and getting out there and, seeing what we got.
There is, of course, a third quarterback in this game, Bo Nix, who was injured right at the end of the divisional round game and is out for the rest of the playoffs. He posted on Instagram today he has had surgery on the fractured ankle. He said it was hard to put in the words. This was devastating. That is what he said, for his season to end like this. So best wishes to Bo Nix on his recovery. Obviously, he is going to be watching this AFC Championship game, just like Brian Baldinger and Bucky Brooks are going to be as well. All right, Bucky, I want to start with you on the game itself. What should we expect from Jarrett Stidham, who we frankly have not seen on a football field throw a meaningful pass in a very long time?
No, we haven't seen him throw a meaningful pass in a long time. But I will say, I think Sean Payton has the utmost confidence in Jarrett Stidham. It's someone who he handpicked to come over to be QB2 a year ago. And he is going to continue to build out this offense with Jarrett Stidham in mind. Understand this. Jarrett Stidham played in 2 preseason games, and he averaged 9.9 yards per attempt. He had a 78.9 completion rate. So he understands how to run this offense. And even though preseason is nothing like postseason, it gives you a glimpse in terms of what Sean Payton likes about Jarrett Stidham. There's still going to be the same things that they have to get done. They need to run the football. They need to put the ball in the hands of the playmakers. You'll see every screen that you can think about to try and slow down the rush and do those things. But make no mistake about this. There's a lot of confidence on the offensive side of the ball in how Jarrett Stidham is going to play. They have to make sure he's protected. But I think Sean Payton has enough confidence in himself as a play caller and in Stidham that he's going to play this game like he's always played it.
All right, Baldy, it is a big game, and it is time for Baldy's Big Ballers. So give me who you got for the AFC, starting with the Patriots.
Well, Judy, Bucky just talked about Stiddy. That's what I'm calling, because that's what Sean Payton calls Jarrett Stidham. Getting after Stiddy is going to be important. I mean, there's a reason why the Patriots signed Milton Williams right out of the box. They watched him in the postseason for the Eagles last year. Give that interior pass rush right there. That's what they need, so that Jarrett Stidham can't step up. It's going to be difficult. He can, forget about the stats. He pressured last week, collapsed in the pocket. These 2 postseason games, he's been a big part of it. A big reason why Mike Vrabel really pushed to get him to rebuild this defensive line. Yes, Harold Landry on the outside, LaKavon, Chase Young from the outside. They've got that, but they need that interior push. So if you're going to protect Stiddy, why not get Quinn Miners? He's a rock. He's an absolute rock. He started every game that Sean Payton has coached there in Denver these last 3 years. You watched him last week. He just keeps the pocket flat. There's not many people that have this type of strength. Oh, I mean, just can we run that back? Can we just watch how he just knocked those hands down? Like, he gives the quarterback a chance. And I think right now that, oh, here we go. Look, I mean, you could just play after play after play. I mean, whether J.K. Dobbins plays or R.J. Harvey, you can help Jarrett Stidham by running the ball right down Highway 77. That's what he is. He's a highway right there in the run game, just clearing out the lane. So you want to get big ballers, like, just bam. Oh, it's so, oh, Quincy, he is an unbelievable player. First team All-Pro for a reason this year.
I mean, Baldy, I love how excited you get about the big guys in the trenches. I'm going to get excited about someone on the outside who has to be the X factor for the Broncos, and that is Riley Moss. Everyone understands who Pat Surtain is. He's a reigning Defensive Player of the Year. So a lot of times, Riley Moss is the one that catches all the smoke, and you can best believe that Drake May and the Patriots are going to target him. He is a guy who's had to weather a barrage of throws, and how he fares in that storm could determine whether the Broncos are able to move on. So there's a lot of attention on Jarrett Stidham on offense, but keep an eye on Riley Moss. How he holds up in his individual matchup could determine if the Broncos advance to the next round.